Right, this is my Pro Pointer. In January it'll be 2 years old. I've had a lot of trouble with it, right from day one really, but it's actually got worse. The falsing on it. All you have to do is switch it on and just do that, or touch it on something, it'll just false all the time. Sometimes it just carry on doing it. I was just about ready to smash it up with an hammer at one point, but I fixed it. Right, what I've done is, in the end here, I've unscrewed that. There's a screw inside there. You undo that screw. I should have filmed the whole thing really, but I weren't sure whether it was going to work, so it would have been a waste of my time. But I'm going to try and explain it. Take that screw out, and then you take out this rubber grommet. In there is the switch. You depress the switch. Always must depress that switch because you won't get it out. They won't get the board out without that. So you depress the switch, you pull out the board, and you'll find inside the board looks something similar to that. There's your screw. This is a side view. This is not accurate, it's just the components on the board. Right, this is where the problem is, or was. You've got 3 wires that come from the coil. It goes into one insulated wire there. The centre wire is a black wire. It's insulated plastic. The 2 outer ones have got like a coating on, like a shellac or something like that. And it's supposed to be non-conductive. Supposed to be. Well, they are conductive. Because what happens is, when that board's pushed in, this rolls back and it rolls onto the board. So every time that these wires, you knock the actual body of the Pro Pointer, then wires will touch the board. If they touch the board, that you're going to get that falsing. So what I did is, knowing that these are conductive, I detached these solder points, doing one at a time, and I put in, luckily I've got some here, some shrink tube, very small gauge shrink tube, over there, and resoldered them back onto there. So I did one at a time so I didn't get the wires mixed up, because I don't know whether that does make a difference. And then I did the other one, put it back in, perfect, sorted, nothing at all now. Don't matter what you do to it. It's because it's near the TV screen. Oh, sorry, the computer screen. I'll do that, goes near the computer screen. So yeah, you've got some good depth on it now. It's perfect now. So if anybody has that problem, that's probably what's wrong with it. So if you bang it with your hand, bang it in your hand, and it falls in and stuff like that, then wires are touching the board. And they're not insulated. They should be, but they're not. So that's the fault really with these. See, I always keep it in here, so that's why it looks brand new. So there's no dirt got in there or anything like that, because I always keep it in this cover, completely covered. It's not even worn on the end. I don't know whether you can see that. It's not even worn, because I completely cover it in this case I made of duct tape. Right, just one more thing. When you're putting it back together, it is quite difficult to slide the board back into the runners. There's some runners inside, because this board is cone shaped, well, wedge shaped. I've found that if you depress the switch in, that's not quite enough when it's going back in. So what you need to do is get a bit of this sort of tape, this quite strong adhesive duct tape or gaffer tape, whatever you want to call it, just a small bit, and wrap it over the switch to level the switch. Bring the switch as low as it can go. It's much easier to put in like that. So if anybody out there has got this problem, that's probably what it is. And these wires are quite stiff. And once they get in a position, you can actually bend them and they'll stay in that position. They're not flexible. Once they get into the position on the board, you'll get this problem. The only other way around it, if you don't want to take out those solder points, if you don't feel confident in doing that, or if you've not got a soldering iron, you could put a piece of plastic bag or something in there just to cover that, to insulate it. I would assume that would probably work just as well, but I prefer to do it that way. Right, thanks for watching. I hope that helps somebody out there if they've got the same problem. Bye.